Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
John J. Curta's The Knight's Squire is a coming-of-age fantasy built around knights, squires, tournaments, royal succession, hidden magic, and the messy gap between the stories people tell about heroes and the choices those heroes actually make. At the center is 12-year-old Jory Turner, a talented but wounded young squire who wants desperately to live up to the reputation of his dead father. His knight and guardian, Sir Cley Woods, is famous, charming, and genuinely devoted to Jory, but he carries his own war trauma and makes compromises that force Jory to reconsider what honor really means. That relationship gives the novel its heart. Their conversations gradually move the idea of knighthood away from winning jousts and looking impressive, and toward courage, honesty, judgment, and protecting other people. Cley eventually tells Jory that the knights of the realm are sworn to protect the kingdom, which neatly captures one of the book's biggest ideas about loyalty and conscience. The story gets wider as it goes, and Curta handles that expansion through several points of view. Prince James has to grow from an uncertain teenager, surrounded by stronger personalities, into someone capable of making decisions for an entire kingdom. Emily begins as a healer's apprentice and discovers that she's a Dressani with the rare ability to influence emotions and heal, while Aiden slowly develops from Jory's mysterious new friend into one of the book's most important wildcards. Magic also arrives gradually. By the time Marwyn explains firecasters, summoners, windcallers, dragon talkers, dreamwalkers, and other surviving Dressani, the supernatural side of Terros feels like something buried beneath the official history instead of something pasted onto the setting. I especially liked how the battles changed the younger characters. Jory, Theo, Emily, and even Cley learn that real violence has very little in common with tournament glory. Deaths matter, fear lingers, and Jory's growing competence comes with memories he'd rather not have. Readers of John Flanagan's Ranger's Apprentice series will probably recognize some of the appeal here. Both stories get a lot of mileage from a young protagonist learning practical skills under an experienced mentor, and both understand that training scenes can reveal character just as effectively as combat. Curta takes that basic mentor and student pleasure and places it inside a much broader political story. Jory may be the emotional anchor, but the succession struggle between Prince James and King Ivan, the competing regional lords, the Temple of the Four, the secret knights of the realm, and the reappearance of magic keep pulling the camera outward. That makes Terros feel lived in, especially because its politics affect farmers, healers, soldiers, servants, and children. One of the sharper moments comes when a farmer tells Jory that an army takes what it needs regardless of which side it serves, a small observation that says quite a bit about how ordinary people experience the grand causes knights fight over. The Knight's Squire turns Jory's dream of becoming a knight into something much more complicated and much more interesting. He's brave enough to face a summoner who tempts him with the image of his dead father, loyal enough to ride into a collapsing battle to reach Cley, and still young enough to be hurt by jealousy, homesickness, fear, and questions about whether his mother loves him. The final chapters land hard because the story refuses to let battlefield courage guarantee a clean victory. Sir Cley is gravely wounded, Jory falls into the hands of his abusive stepfather, James escapes a disastrous betrayal, and Aiden is revealed as the son of the Pirate King after secretly helping the High Priestess. Those revelations give the ending real momentum, while also circling back to the book's central question: who deserves to be called honorable when titles, bloodlines, legends, and loyalties can all be manipulated? The Knight's Squire is an adventurous medieval fantasy, but its strongest quality is the way it makes growing up inseparable from learning that courage is less about becoming the hero from a song and more about deciding what kind of person you'll be when the song no longer matches reality.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.